how you can take a page that you've created and put it into your student's notebook as well as the content library. So I went through, and one of my activities for my students, they're going to watch this video and answer the fill in the blanks as they watch. Once I have my page ready to go, I'm going to put in two different spaces. So currently it's in my teacher only section, so I'm the only one who can see it. I'm going to be giving it to my students now. If I want to give it to just individual students, I can do individual distribution. If I want to give it to, let's say, a certain group, I can come in here and I can create groups. So maybe I have a group that just needs it for remediation, or I want to split my groups up by my classes. So let's say I have period 2, and then in theory, if I had more students in this, I'd be going through and I'd be selecting all the students in period 2. Okay. And then from there, I would be able to distribute this to period 2. If I have all my students in and I know I just want to give it to everyone, I can say distribute page in general. And then let's say this belongs to unit 1 and we say distribute. Now, I do recommend you distribute these pages at least, let's say, 10 minutes before. It shouldn't take very long, but the more students you have, the more pages it has to get to, which means it can take a little bit of time. They also recommend that once you have shared it with your students, that you also take and you copy, and you can do it a few different ways, but if we want to add a section, not in that one, let's delete that section. Content library, let's make a new section, and we're going to say extra copies of pages. Okay, and then I can paste it in here. This way, if for any reason my student here, if it on accident gets deleted or it doesn't show up in their notebook, they can go in here and they're able to copy. Some people recommend just putting everything in the content library and telling students to go grab it. I think by actually pushing it to students' pages, you are able to be a lot more successful in terms of making sure that it actually gets where it needs to go. If you leave it in the content library, anyone can pull it out. Students can't edit the content library. They can just copy and paste it out. So once it's in a student's notebook, the student can see it and you can see it, but the other students can't see it. So if I had a second student in here, they would not be able to see what this student wrote as they wrote. Okay? If I wanted to send another thing, or if I wanted to delete it, I can come in here and I can delete it from her page. It is very difficult, but if I say delete page, I could go through, and then if I want to look, if I realize I made a mistake before students start writing it, I could choose to delete, and it will be deleted from their notebook as well. So, but please note, when you do that, you have completely removed any work students have done for it. Okay? Hope that helped.